Pro-democracy activists in Myanmar are holding a «silent strike» to mark 2 years since a military coup that removed Aung San Suu Kyi from power. Streets in many cities fell quiet after protesters urged people to stay indoors and asked businesses to close. Meanwhile, the military administration in the country has extended a state of emergency for 6 months. The UK, US, Canada and Australia have announced fresh sanctions against army-linked firms. Large parts of Myanmar descended into chaos after the government's overthrow 2 years ago, displacing more than 1 million people. The army had made allegations of widespread fraud in a vote held months earlier, in November 2020, which Ms. Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy, NLD, won with more than 80% of the vote. The military's claims have been dismissed as baseless by the vast majority of the international community, and plans to hold new elections to cement junta rule have been dismissed as a sham, including by the UN. Thinzar Shunlei Yi, a pro-democracy activist, said resistance against the military was continuing, particularly in rural areas. The main message of the silent strike is to honor the fallen heroes and heroines and to reclaim the public space as our own, she told the BBC, adding that the aim was to send a clear message that the military shall never rule us. Protesters also gathered outside Myanmar's embassies in Thailand and Japan, chanting anti-military slogans and holding portraits of Ms. Suu Kyi. A small pro-military demonstration took place in Yangon, where an estimated 200 supporters marched through the city centre escorted part of the way by soldiers, AFP news agency reported. 2 years after the coup, which catastrophically misread the public mood in Myanmar, the statistics tell their own, dismal story. More than 2,900 people have been killed during the junta's crackdown on dissent, according to monitoring group the Assistance Association for Political Prisoners. 1.5 million people have been displaced, 40,000 homes have been burned down, 8 million children are no longer in school, and 15 million people are judged by the UN to be dangerously short of food. Much of the country is caught up in a brutal civil war.